Have you ever felt like the world was closing in on you? Like every breath you took was a battle, and every step forward felt like dragging a mountain behind you? If you have, you're not alone. Pain is a universal language, spoken in silent tears, sleepless nights, and the quiet moments when hope seems just out of reach. But what if I told you that the very pain you're feeling right now could become the fuel that propels you to greatness? What if your darkest moments could be transformed into your brightest victories? Pain is not just an obstacle, it's an opportunity. It's the raw material from which strength is forged. Every scar, every heartbreak, every disappointment is a lesson in disguise, a chance to rise above and become more than you ever thought possible. Think about the most inspiring stories you've ever heard. They're not about people who had it easy. They're about those who faced adversity head on, who refused to be defined by their suffering, and who turned their pain into power. Imagine a world where every setback is a setup for a comeback, where every failure is a stepping stone to success. That world is not a fantasy, it's a choice. It's a mindset. It's the decision to refuse to let pain break you and instead let it build you. When you're in the midst of struggle, it's easy to feel like you're alone, like no one else could possibly understand what you're going through. But the truth is, pain connects us all. It's the thread that weaves humanity together, reminding us that we are all fighting battles, seen and unseen. The difference between those who rise and those who fall is not the absence of pain, but the presence of purpose. When you find meaning in your suffering, when you use your pain as a catalyst for growth, you become unstoppable. You become a force to be reckoned with. You become the hero of your own story. Think about the times in your life when you faced hardship. Maybe it was the loss of a loved one, the end of a relationship, a dream that slipped through your fingers, or a betrayal that cut deeper than any knife. In those moments, it's easy to feel powerless, to believe that life is happening to you, not for you. But what if you could flip the script? What if you could take control of your narrative and use your pain as a source of strength? Turning pain into power starts with acceptance. It's about acknowledging your hurt, not running from it. It's about sitting with your discomfort, allowing yourself to feel every emotion, and understanding that pain is not your enemy, it's your teacher. Every tear you shed waters the seeds of resilience. Every sleepless night is a testament to your endurance. Every time you get back up after being knocked down, you're proving to yourself and the world that you are stronger than anything that tries to break you. But acceptance is just the beginning. The real transformation happens when you decide to channel your pain into action. When you use your suffering as motivation to create, to build, to inspire. Some of the greatest works of art, the most groundbreaking inventions, and the most powerful movements in history were born from pain. They were born from individuals who refused to let their suffering go to waste. You have that same power within you. You have the ability to take your pain and turn it into something beautiful, something meaningful, something that can change your life and the lives of those around you. It starts with a choice to see pain not as a curse, but as a gift. A gift that, if used wisely, can unlock your true potential. When you're in the midst of pain, it's easy to lose sight of the bigger picture. It's easy to get caught up in the moment, to believe that things will never get better. But pain is temporary. It may feel overwhelming right now, but it will pass. And when it does, you'll be left with the strength you never knew you had. You'll be left with a story that can inspire others. A story that proves that no matter how dark things get, there is always a way forward. So, the next time you find yourself in the grip of pain, remember this. You have a choice. You can let it break you, or you can let it make you. You can let it define you, or you can use it to redefine yourself. The power is in your hands. Let's dive deeper into the journey of transformation. Picture a blacksmith hammering away at a piece of raw iron. With every strike, the metal becomes stronger, more resilient, and more beautiful. That's what pain does to us. It shapes us, molds us, and refines us into the people we are meant to be. But just like the blacksmith, we have to be willing to endure the heat, to withstand the pressure, and to trust the process. One of the most powerful ways to turn pain into power is through self-reflection. When you take the time to look inward, to examine your wounds and understand their origins, you gain insight into who you are and what you're capable of. Self-reflection allows you to see patterns, to recognize triggers, and to break free from the cycle of suffering. It's not about blaming yourself or others, it's about taking responsibility for your healing. Healing is not a linear process. There will be days when you feel like you're making progress, and days when it feels like you're back at square one. That's okay. Growth is messy. It's uncomfortable, but it's also necessary. Every setback is an opportunity to learn, to adapt, and to become more resilient. The key is to keep moving forward, no matter how small the steps. Another crucial aspect of turning pain into power is finding your purpose. When you have a reason to keep going, when you have a vision for your future, pain becomes more bearable. It becomes a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. Purpose gives you direction, it gives you motivation, and it gives you the strength to persevere when things get tough. Your purpose doesn't have to be grand or world-changing. It can be as simple as wanting to be a better parent, a better friend, or a better version of yourself. It can be about making a difference in your community, pursuing a passion, or simply surviving another day. Whatever it is, hold on to it. Let it be the light that guides you through the darkness. Support is another vital ingredient in the process of transformation. No one can do it alone. Reach out to those who care about you. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, who believe in you, and who remind you of your worth. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Vulnerability is not a weakness, it's a strength. It takes courage to admit that you're struggling, and even more courage to accept support. Sometimes the most powerful support comes from those who have walked a similar path. Seek out stories of others who have turned their pain into power. Let their journeys inspire you, let their victories remind you that healing is possible, and let their resilience fuel your own. You are not alone in your struggle, and there is strength in community. As you continue on your journey, remember to celebrate your progress. Every small victory counts. Every day that you choose to keep going, despite the pain, is a testament to your strength. Don't wait until you've reached the finish line to acknowledge your growth. Celebrate the milestones along the way. Give yourself credit for the courage it takes to face your pain head on. Turning pain into power is not about erasing your past or pretending that your suffering never happened. It's about integrating your experiences into your story, using them as a source of wisdom and strength. It's about honoring your journey, embracing your scars, and recognizing that you are more than your pain. You have the power to rewrite your story. You have the power to take control of your narrative and to use your pain as a catalyst for growth. It won't be easy. There will be days when you want to give up, when the weight of your suffering feels too heavy to bear. But remember, you are stronger than you think. You have survived every challenge life has thrown at you so far, and you will survive this too. Now, let's talk about the legacy of pain. When you choose to turn your pain into power, you're not just changing your own life, you're creating a ripple effect that can impact generations to come. Your resilience becomes a beacon of hope for others. Your story becomes a roadmap for those who are struggling, a reminder that healing is possible and that pain does not have to be the end of the story. Think about the people who have inspired you. Chances are they didn't have an easy journey. They faced obstacles, endured hardships, and overcame adversity. Their pain became their power, and their power became their legacy. You have the same potential within you. You have the ability to turn your pain into a source of inspiration, to use your experiences to help others, and to leave a lasting impact on the world. One of the most powerful ways to do this is by sharing your story. When you open up about your struggles, when you speak your truth, you give others permission to do the same. You break the cycle of silence and shame, and you create a space for healing and connection. Your vulnerability becomes your superpower, and your pain becomes a bridge that connects you to others. But sharing your story is just the beginning. Use your pain as motivation to make a difference. Volunteer your time, support a cause you believe in, or simply be there for someone who is going through a tough time. Every act of kindness, every word of encouragement, every gesture of support has the power to change a life. As you continue to turn your pain into power, remember to practice self-compassion. Be gentle with yourself. Healing is a journey, not a destination. There will be ups and downs, moments of doubt, and moments of triumph. Allow yourself to feel, to grieve, to celebrate, and to grow. You are doing the best you can, and that is enough. Finally, never underestimate the power of hope. Hope is the light that guides us through the darkest nights. It's the belief that no matter how hard things get, there is always a way forward. Hold on to hope, even when it feels out of reach. Let it be the anchor that keeps you grounded, the fuel that keeps you moving, and the promise that better days are ahead. Turning pain into power is not a one-time event, it's a lifelong journey. It's a commitment to growth, to resilience, and to transformation. It's the decision to rise above your circumstances, to refuse to be defined by your suffering, and to use your pain as a source of strength. You have the power to change your life. You have the power to turn your pain into purpose, your suffering into strength, and your wounds into wisdom. The journey won't be easy, but it will be worth it. Every step you take, every challenge you overcome, every victory you achieve is a testament to your power. So, the next time you find yourself in the midst of pain, remember this: you are not alone. You are stronger than you think. And you have the power to turn your pain into something beautiful, something meaningful, something that can change the world. Embrace your journey, honor your story, and let your pain become your power. The world is waiting for your light. Shine bright